Okay, right here I have the captain of the winning side. This is the captain of All Star. They call him Ola Mileko Sairid. Am I Toib? He's a captain, and I'm sure. Looking at his face, is excited, and you can see that he's very happy winning the game against Unique Fem. The game was not an easy one. It's not an easy one because it's a cracker. Unique Fem are not a no nonsense team. You can see it with the goal they scored in the time minute, which is to tell you that if some minutes are given in that game, the game might just go the way you don't expect it. But congratulations to you for winning the game and also getting the qualification to the quarterfinal. As the captain, is the leader of the team, how do you feel winning that game and getting qualification to the next one?
Very excited today. And I give Almighty praise to Allah. Like I said in our last match, I told you we are going to the quarter final. Can you remember? And Allah has done it for us. And I want to thank my players, my teammates for the support, for the energy they put inside this game. And thank God we win the game today.
So far, so good. From two games, you've been able to win one, and you have conceded a lot of goals, 4 goals to be precise, and you have scored 2 goals. What are you going to work on in your quarter final? You have conceded your first game ended 3-1. Okay, you scored 3, conceded 4, which is not good enough as a team because you are expected to concede less goals and you have conceded more in this competition. In your quarter final, if it goes the way you have done in your first and second match, it might not really help the team. Where do you think you can work in your defense to make it a better one in your quarter final?
We still trying to get ourselves together. As you can see today, see our changes. Our coach made some changes today. Later, I went back to play central back. So we are still getting ourselves, and I'm very sure on our next match we will see a change in our team.
Now, are you prepared for the quarterfinal on whichever team comes to play with you?
Also.
Okay, hope to see you. Thank you for joining us and God bless you. You can see the coach is already marching to come to the podium. He's the coach of the winning side. That is Coach Idris Bamigboye. He's the coach of All Star. And I was not able to speak to him before the game commenced. And right here, he's here. And I'm sure with the excitement on his face for winning, because it's not an easy win for them. Playing against Unifem is a game that everybody would like to watch. Coach Idris, it's good to see you. And how do you feel winning your match today and getting qualification to the quarterfinal?
Thank you very much. Just like you opined, I feel excited and I'm grateful to Almighty God. And I also want to appreciate the effort of my teammates, my colleagues, so to say, the technical crew, and my players for putting in so much energy into this game. If you can, retract back to the game itself, we'll be able to, make certain, inferences in terms of our energetic play. If not for that, probably would have lost this game. Even the changes we made in the second half, they came in as if they've been along with them since the first half.
Okay, looking at the first 11 in the first game, and looking at today's first 11, would you say it's still a work in progress in the team, or that's the standard?
Well, unfortunately, for everything, there's always a preferred set of players to start a game. But unfortunately, some of our players, which we put so much faith in, they came late, even before the kickoff of the game. But for me and my technical crew, we decided against starting them. We opted against starting them for the fact that they came late, and to show them that without them, there's a possibility and there's a future for other guys behind them. So that was the reason there. So for me, fine, the first 11 differed basically because some players didn't show up as at the time we were supposed to do so. And also, we are trying to, just like my captain said in the previous interview you made, we are trying to shake off certain departments of the team. It started from the central midfield, and we had to go back to the defense line for the second half, which was a sort of tactics from our own hand after consultation with my colleagues in the technical team.
Yes. Now that you have qualified to the quarterfinal, what are we expecting from your game in the quarterfinal?
Well, for every coach, they always want to improve or improvise on the previous match they played in the same competition, or and a coach is as good as his last match. Do you understand? For now, consider before this match, the previous match we played, definitely, you know, people fans would have condemned me as the coach, which is normal in a footballing world. But consider this very particular match we just played and qualified. So that's why I said a coach is as good as his last match. For now, we can only, make assertions based on what we saw today. If we are able to put in this kind of energy and this kind of an energetic display in our subsequent, match, definitely we can go places. Because, like I said in our previous interview, in our first match, I told you it's 11 against 11. If you remember, I didn't stand on my feet firmly that we will beat. Yes, because I knew what we've gone through against that team, and I knew the kind of thing my team does. You understand? The West Nine at times they go, aloof. They just forget themselves, which is dangerous in a game of football. Just like this goal when Unique scored against us, after our 2 goals. If you observe, they were just like at the Jessica for that moment, and they capitalized with that shot because they gave the guy that scored the scorer, in a few space, and that is football. It is my department. I don't joke with it. But unfortunately, they got the gift. Probably that has been the equalizing goal. They have been out of this competition because a draw doesn't favor us.
Okay, I know so far so good. You've seen the situation at the Achievers Cup 2021. What do you want to say to the organizer? Have they really done so well to be given a kudos?
Yeah, they deserve a pat on the back. They deserve, to be glorified. They've done great, being the first edition, this, in the new CDA, community, so to say. But like I've also, suggested for them, they can improve in subsequent editions because of the terrain of the pitch. It is bad for good teams or certain teams to express themselves in terms of knocking football. That's the truth. If you decide to exhibit such, tactics in terms of knocking the game, it might not work. The ground will pull off, stones and against you, and before you know it, it's been netted. So for me, they've done well. They have a standard which other competitions can even emulate for. We have, some other competitions that have been, in existence for a while. There are certain things they've infused into this thing, into this competition. All those competitions were unable to do it. In terms of timing, in terms of communication with the teams, they've done good, and they can do better.
Okay, it's good to speak to you, and we hope to see you in your quarterfinal match. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. So far, so good. I've been speaking to the captain of All-Star and the coach of All-Star who just won their game, and they are right now in the quarterfinal of Achievers Cup 2021. My name has not changed. Olasukomi Abimbola is my name. I say thank you, everyone.